I do the impossible, impossible.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Right back to Dixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Micah Parsons. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one 28 yards on the ground. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Play action. Now Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Again, Walker. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay, ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Middle.
Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit! Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fields it right around the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, it's Walker. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. To throw is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Report. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. No, we changed it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Walker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They go play action with Jackson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense.